It's Sunday. I just changed, so now I'm wearing these like workout pants that I really like. They have like mesh, which are super cool. And I'm just waiting for my shipped order to get here. This is not like a sponsored post, but I do get really lazy. And even though we live pretty close by to the grocery store, I sometimes just don't have time to go shopping or don't want to, and I always tend to want to go during the busiest times, which is Saturday and Sunday in like the middle of the afternoon. It's always when I'm motivated to go to the grocery store, just like everybody else. So I decided to try out this service called Shipt. I really wanted to do Instacart, but I live in an area that Instacart doesn't yet service, even though it's a pretty large area. So I just decided to go with Shipt and try it out and see what happens. And the first couple times were pretty bumpy. But the last, I think it's, well, so to go back a little bit, it's about $100 a year. So it equals out to be like $12 a month. You get unlimited grocery delivery, and you don't pay any extra for the grocery delivery when you have a subscription. You do pay if it's under $35, but I usually, if I have to go get, you know, groceries under $35, I typically will just go myself. It's kind of like, why get somebody to deliver something so tiny? So yeah, it's $100 a year. You get unlimited grocery delivery. They bring it to your house. You shop for all of your items online. You can leave little notes in the comment section for the person who is doing your delivery. And then the past 2 times that I've done it, I think I've done it maybe a total of about 5 times. And the past 2 times I've had awesome delivery people who've texted me like throughout the process, asked me questions, sent me pictures of the things that they wanted me, that I asked for them to pick up, just so they could be absolutely sure that it was the right thing. So it has been a really good experience the past 2 times, but it was a little rocky for me, maybe like the first and second time. I realized that like you can't use it to do huge grocery orders. That doesn't work. And you also really have to be specific about what you want. The first 2 times I think I had some kind of like unacceptable things, like my grocery delivery person brought me rotten apples. Like they didn't check the apples, and they were like soft and brown, and you know, they went bad after like literally 5 minutes of sitting inside. I think overall, like I really do like Shipt. I think it's a really good service. It's great when you're super lazy like me. I actually think my person is texting me. Let's see. But anyway, so yeah, they text you throughout the process. My person texted me through everything to let me know where they were, what they were getting, how they were ordering. So it was good. But I did see some bumps in the road. I just have learned that you have to be really specific about it. I may do like a bigger vlog about it and show you kind of like how I order, what kinds of notes I type into the note sections and stuff like that. But it has been a good experience, and today I'm getting my groceries delivered, so I didn't have to go outside, I didn't have to drive anywhere, I didn't have to do anything. I just have to put them up when they get here, and they should all be good. This is person number 1. I would leave the door open, babe. For just for a minute. So, I almost burned our apartment down. And you can, I don't know if you can tell, but it is extremely smoky in here. I'll go over here. You probably can't see it. But I set this pan on fire somehow. Don't know how it happened. Brian was helping me like salt the steaks, and then there was a fire on our stove, and then I got the fire extinguisher, which is over here. I broke the thing that it came in because I didn't know what to do, and now everything is smoky. I just wanted to have steak for dinner.
We're still gonna have steak for dinner. We're still having steak for dinner.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I told you something didn't look right. I was like, that thing is awfully smoky. And then fire.
We have more pans, right?
We have one.
You think that one will work?
Maybe.
I'm gonna throw away the one that had a fire in it.
Gonna make our steaks now, and hopefully not set anything else on fire today. Oh, it just went. Okay. Yay! Okay, I think I found a way to make it focus the whole time. Awesome, 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 awesome. But I also have to snap this because I'm doing a day in the life challenge on Snapchat right now, and it's pretty fun. Maybe I can get it. Yeah. I'm a great multitasker when it comes to my work, and a horrible multitasker when it comes to my life. Anyways, so I did, I'm doing this day in the life challenge on Snapchat, and it's really, really, really a lot of fun so far. Like I adjust my steering wheel so I can see things properly, and you can also see me. I have the worst car for vlogging. I'm lucky that I even have the space that I have. Okay. Wonderful. I also just yesterday figured out how the hell to get my camera to focus when I'm in the car, because when I was driving it kept focusing in on the steering wheel instead of focusing on me. And I hate driving with this like bright light to work. So I was getting really annoyed because obviously I would shoot footage in the car and then I couldn't use any of it. Yesterday was pretty awesome. I had an appointment finally with my dietitian, so I met her for the first time, and it was a really cool experience for me, learning how I'm supposed to be eating and the gaps that I really needed to fill in with my diet. So that was really good, and I applied some of that yesterday just with my dinner, like which you probably saw in the last clip. I almost set my house on fire. Like it was a serious fire. Like I broke the thing that the fire extinguisher goes in because I was like, I don't know what to do, and I pulled it out, and anyway, it's over now, but I almost set my house on fire. But yeah, like with dinner last night, Brian and I did a steak, which was our protein. We did a starch, which was sweet potatoes. I think sweet potatoes are a starch. I have to look that up again, and I'll correct it if I'm wrong. But yeah, we had to do a starch, and then we did like half a plate of veggies. So we did broccoli, and it was kind of like the perfect mix. I felt full, I felt satisfied. It was delicious. Oh my god, it was so good. Like roasted broccoli with a little bit of butter is like so good. It's all about just not depriving yourself. That was the other thing. Was that she said it's not about depriving yourself. It's not about taking things out of your diet. It's not about having control. I mean, it's about having control, but it's not about being so controlled that you skip or you limit or you say, I can't ever eat this, because it's not about that. It's about balancing and being moderate, and at the same time enjoying good foods, because you're human. You're meant to enjoy food. You're not meant to just eat like grass all the time. You can eat grass if you want to all the time, but you're allowed to enjoy chocolate. You're allowed to enjoy wine. You're allowed to have a scoop of ice cream, but it has to stop there. It can't be a pint of ice cream. It has to be a scoop. It can't be 5 glasses of wine. It has to be 1 or 2. It can't be a whole bar of chocolate. It's maybe a few squares. So it's resetting your brain to remember that you have to be moderate, and you have to measure what you're eating. And so it's gonna be hard, but at the same time it's not gonna be. Like, it just reminds me of a few years ago, I think it was 2012, and I actually found some pictures from then, but I was actively trying to lose weight. I lost 30 pounds because I did everything in moderation. I didn't cut anything out. I still had sweets when I wanted to have sweets, but I measured everything, and I made sure that I was staying within a certain calorie range per day. Now knowing that I have like 30 grams of carbs per meal, you know, that's something that's really helpful. And not to say like 30 grams per carbs with snacks, but like per meal is a pretty good amount of carbs. Like, but at the same time, you can eat that in like 2 tablespoons of salad dressing. So it's, like I said, it's the balance, and hearing that again reinforced to me that I can do it, and I don't have to deprive myself of anything, and I don't have to make this like super restrictive. This is so cool. Hey, hands-free. Like murder, she won't.